You didn't voice the previous stuff, but you voiced this? I think I mentioned it before about getting a GoFundMe for them. Like, seriously, it just adds to the game so much more.
Is Maho awake?
So, one thing to point out, though, they recognized that they needed to transform, again, 1v4 against Maho. No normal person can do that. That should raise some questions.
Yeah. You're not going to tell Henri that we fought Maho?
I'm still wondering if I should.
Fair. Okay. I like that. Cautious.
I don't know if she was in her right state of mind, but she definitely attacked us. And she easily defeated the Trendfluencer.
Yes.
Maho must have a past.
I get what you're saying, but the phrasing could have been better.
What kind of past?
Because that part, everybody's got a past.
Maybe it has something to do with that mysterious being that IF is hunting down.
Again, are there multiple? Because now I'm thinking about to the lines that Maho said to Uni. Clearly that one knows what happened. Let's keep going.
Maho was acting very strange today. We've never seen that side of her.
Yeah?
Maho did mention that her head was hurting and that she was in a lot of pain.
It does make sense that, that would cause some changes.
Right. She must have been suffering more than she let on. Maybe she couldn't keep her act up and revealed her true nature.
I won't lie, that crossed my mind. All right, I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, but that did cross my mind. I wanted to do my best to look on the bright side of things until I was absolutely proven otherwise. Although, I will say every time I did have an issue with a character, I was 100% right. Well, at least based on how I wanted to feel about them. Nevertheless.
Her act? Are you saying she was tricking us?
And I don't know. I want to make that clear. But I want to believe. I don't know, but in this case, I want to believe that was not the case for either of them. But it very well could be based on that one line about the machine sucking in shares. Either that was something that was said in hysteria or that was the truth. And if it was the truth, that seems like it was a very big... Well, then why reveal it to Nepgear, though? Because that's like one of the 8 people you don't want to reveal it to. Should be 9, but
Maho would never do such a terrible thing.
I don't know. But she can't prove anything if she doesn't even have her memories.
Yeah, I was saying that too.
Right. Regardless of what happened, we know now that there's more to Maho than we realized. Somehow, it's related to all of this.
Yes. Yes.
Are you still going to work with her?
Well, I think the best thing to do is act like nothing happened, but keep a close eye out.
It's obvious that something's going on with her. But despite that, I still trust her.
Like I said, I want to. Is that foolish? Well, I think it's more, logical versus emotional. Logically, just playing it safe would be the best thing. But emotionally, you want to.
I know I may be contradicting myself, but it's difficult to explain.
I think because you realized what might have or you have been feeling like you were all alone. And that you were supposed to step up as the CPU of Planetoon. It wasn't as striking as a confirmed death because, Neptune was still alive. Regardless. You empathize with the position that Maho was in. Because those words surely would have struck to you.
Even if Maho is lying about her amnesia, I don't believe the Maho we've come to know across our journey is a fabrication.
I get what you mean on that.
That's why I continue to believe in Maho.
So that would be crazy. There's so many things to think about. It's Grey Sister's words, ignorant of your own sins. I thought it was just an accidental device that was being made. Because Nepgear is one thing, but Henri didn't say anything about that either. Let's just keep going.
I see.
Sorry, Uni.
Why are you apologizing? It's your call.
Yeah, this seems very familiar.
I've known you for so many years. I'll always stand with you, no matter what.
I'm just saying. Oh yeah, let's wind back to that BFF talk. Like I said, there were still sus meters. There's a lot more we need to go through before that title can even be applied. If you want to have multiple, but right now, you're looking at it.
Uni, thank you. And thanks for helping me with the trendy outbreak.
Like I said all those years in the past, Uni's your girl, Nepgear.
That was great timing. How did you know we were in danger?
Yeah, that part.
It was a happy accident. We were sent to fetch you, Nepgear.
Really? Was there a problem?
Yeah, and this is the main reason. Look at this.
A stream?
To all of you watching this video, I'd like to reveal a big announcement.
Really? I got thoughts again. Wait.
As the trendy phenomenon spreads worldwide, it's made it harder for people to go out. Everyone is starved for connection. That is where the internet comes in. But, are you having trouble getting a smartphone? Do you want to play but can't get online?
What are you doing?
Well, there's no need to worry. Presenting the latest advancement in smartphone technology, the ARFOIRE'S.
You know, I briefly thought, in fact, it was even last episode too, when they said our phone, I was like, surely that has nothing to do with R4. I thought that the candidate, or yeah, let's go. Well, I guess Maho's both the candidate and CPU. Was candidate, now CPU. By default, the smartphone goddess would be aware if the name was changed. Like I said, I want to believe, but I at least have to acknowledge. Let me acknowledge my thought process that I'm having, even if it does make me seem kind of cold. Were they working together?
In this exclusive limited time offer, these phones, which are normally 398 big ones, can be yours for free.
You're increasing. If more people get phones, more the shares will go up. Like now, things are starting to go to a worrying place because R4 appeared in the PC continent. But again, if Grey Sister appeared, but the goddess was destroyed, I'm assuming. Okay, we gotta move on. We gotta move on.
This video ad has been playing on all kinds of streaming sites.
But is it first off? Who's the seller? Who's the seller?
She seems so excited in that ad, huh?
Yes. Okay, there's so many things going on. If I don't talk about them, I'm gonna lose them. I think one, this is the most intelligent. Well, besides the original game, we've seen R4. It is a pretty good scheme, but also we have to remember that it's that same thing that just seemed like a monster to be defeated. Although no, I have to remember in the Conquest ending again, that R4 dropped one of the most chilling comments in the series that definitely spoke to intelligence. So it's just the fact that this is the first time we actually get to see that intelligence in action.
She's giving away the ARFOIRE'S for free. What's her game plan?
Increase in shares has to be.
Nepgear, we need to get back to Planetoon.
It originated from there?
Yeah, we need to tell Sis and Histy that ARFOIR'S on the move.
Surely they would already know. And you don't have phone. You don't have phones. Funny. Shoot. All right, I need to go to like a random. Let me do a quest. Actually, before that,
It's nice to check this every once in a while.
I can't like that. That's a weird comment. So many cheaters on here.
Let's
There we go.
see. Oh, did I just add this to my favorites?
I think it was mentioned in the comments section, but
This is a good one.
I didn't mention it because I didn't want to sound desperate, but I was looking for Uzume here the first time we got this.
Let's see. Oh, did I
She's
just
not
add this
here.
to my favorites?
Megaphones are.
This is a good one.
Wait, no, don't like that. I just read what that said. Oh, what? That actually, I just realized you don't mean you. You mean K as in the Oracle.
I want to be able to look at this one later.
Oh,
It's not. This is
well, you're
really good.
back.
Oh, I'll be sure to bookmark this one.
Okay, let's go somewhere and...
Exploring dungeons is so exciting.
Heck, I mean, I gotta talk again. Wait, are these
Where are we?
events? Shouldn't be. They might be people. All right, let's just assume assume the worst here.
Stop staring at me.
And
Where are
wait,
we?
what the heck? Oh, I thought you were wearing a hood for a second. I was like, why is there a guy wearing a black hood in the middle of nowhere?
Looks like we've completed our quest. Let's report in as soon as we can.
I just had to find that guy? Okay,
Wanna
well,
do this?
let's go back.
This is where we're going.
And I guess I can, while we're moving,
I'll leave
then...
the party for now. Me?
Well, I'm gonna take a little break.
The worst case scenario, because, yeah, I gotta remember, I said that the villain we were dealing with was, in Mega Dimension, was Uzume. My favorite. If I can say that, I should be able to say other stuff. Though, in that case, I absolutely knew what was the case as soon as I heard the word era. But this time, there's a lot of questions. I think the issue is there's too many ways this could go.
Where are we?
Memories are involved. Oh man, I gotta go far. In fact, I don't.
If you're ever
I
lost,
probably haven't even traveled
just
that
check
way.
the map.
But there are memories involved. One, which is a case of if they're fake or if they're real. There's most likely time travel involved. There's multiple versions involved. It's just a huge mess. The easiest way for me to resolve it would be this is all Maho. I mean, heck, as with
Where are we?
Grey Sister seems to be under the impression. You know, I don't think it's my fault. I don't think it's my fault, all right? Time travel by itself means that there's so many things that could be going on or going
Where
wrong.
are we?
And they have to be the same
you're
person
ever
because
lost,
whenever they make
just check the
contact,
map.
another outbreak appears. Furthermore, I don't see why shares would be doing anything negative.
Where
Smartphone
are we?
shares to Grey Sister, unless it's because there's two of them that it's causing some sort of issue. And there's a question of, well, I'm assuming that Maho just looks like her sister transformed. That must be the case. Thing is, I don't even know how the series will handle time travel. I don't remember them doing that. Well, they did once. Yeah, they had a whole game on that. Because the other thing is, I couldn't help but think that Henri represented Android. Oh, that was another thought I had. It was weird that, shoot, it's not the same episode, definitely isn't, but I'll mention it now. It didn't occur to me, but Henri Ziri. That's not a coincidence. Then again, it could just be people who are associated with mobile devices. Doesn't have to be a name of a mobile CPU. Smartphone CPU. There's too much to consider. I can't make any... Even when I did go back to find more proof, I couldn't even find an exact date on when the two or I'm assuming Grey Sister's Maho. On the time frame between when we see the two of them. The reason I don't want to theorize is because they sound weird, but we're already dealing with time travel in multiple copies. And hinting that there's a bigger plot going on and we might be... Like, there is a sabotage quest that's going on. Without a doubt, somebody's behind that. Also, ARFOIR'S is connected to the smartphone CPUs or smartphone shares in some way. Oh, they're currently higher, or ours. It's like the way Maho is talking, she can make a deal with a very non-scrupulous person. Or unscrupulous? I actually don't know if I'm using that. I don't know if I'm using the right word, right? Let me change it. A person who normally you don't deal with, like ARFOIR. I mean, you know? Oh, shoot. It's a shame because when it comes to, you know, making dreams come true, bringing people back, at least in memories that you've seen before, there actually is somebody. Yeah, the more I think about it, this whole entire plot, it's a massive plot hole that Uzme isn't here. Because this whole entire plot wouldn't be happening. I'm convinced.
Not tired at all. Come on, let's play. And when we got there, Neptune was surrounded by monsters. It was terrible.
We worked real hard, right, Ram?
You both did great.
When'd you get here?
Who knew that ARFOIR would suddenly appear?
I don't know what she's been doing up until now, but she came out of nowhere and is now giving away our phones for free?
You have a location, right? I mean, in order to be a distributor, you have to be somewhere where people would know you're distributing that product.
It looks totally suspicious. What is she plotting here?
I know you're not just letting her do what she wants.
According to IF's report, ARFOIR'S video seems to be gaining a positive response from the general public.
Well, yeah, free phones. Who wouldn't want that?
Many people are applying to get a free ARFone. It's caused a bigger stir than many of the holiday sales.
Wait, it's online. It's being delivered.
Well, if it's free and it has those specs, you'd be a fool not to get one.
So many thoughts ran through my head when I heard that, but I think the one that should come forward the most is, again, are they even aware that there's a smartphone CPU?
What are you even saying? This is ARFOIR we're talking about here. You're not supposed to be nice about it.
Because we know what phones are. Or, you know, the type of smartphones. We can recognize certain things about them, but would they have a reason to?
Hey, Isti looked into it and said that the ARFones themselves had no issues.
Well, that's not the problem.
That's true. The device itself is not dangerous.
People are starved for entertainment, considering the trendy phenomenon has them going out less and less. Its specs are high enough to play any new 3D game quite smoothly. It's not their fault that they want to play it.
And we're not going to talk about what you did earlier.
Vert, not you too.
But I guess it's not surprising that you're on board.
You got one for yourself, didn't you?
Wow, yeah, I don't even need the answer. That's true. I know it's true.
I haven't the slightest idea what you're referring to.
Vert, no fair. I
That
want an
gummit.
iPhone too.
You realize that's the enemy, right?
You're a goddess. Why do you want something being passed out by the deity of sin?
That's a major title. I like that we're keeping it. Like, put some respect. The other R4s, okay. This one? No. We all had a whole ending where things went terribly wrong. And you all lost to the second, it's not really second in command, but one of the underlings. Don't forget that.
I'm confiscating this right away.
Oh no!
You should have revealed that fact in Lean Box, Vert.
The ARFones have become a necessity for the people. If they do not pose any obvious danger, it would be unwise to ban them.
I seriously need to go back. Did they not have communication in previous games? I mean, I know Neptune has the end gear. Doesn't Uzume had a radio? Well, they're different phones. They're a special brand.
Banning them without a clear reason will cause rioting. The only thing we can do for now is wait and see.
And then you've already come out with new consoles, so you can't do that.
All of you worry too much. Even if ARFOIRE had some evil plan, all we'd have to do is beat her up. Easy!
In theory.
Well, that is true.
But that's not easy. Again, did you not forget you lost that fight? Again!
It's a little forthcoming, but I suppose Neptune does have a point.
I mean, yeah, you're all together now. 8 of you, sure. But
First, we must locate ARFOIRE and discover what intentions she has with these phones. Can Nepgear and the goddess candidates take care of this mission?
that would make sense, yes. Yes. They need to stay where they are and be ready to respond in their own nations.
Yes, but Histy, do you think such an important role should be handled by us?
Pretty sure she's gonna say the same thing I just said.
Nepgear, you're totally fine. You have my full support.
I love that. I just do.
Unlike someone else I know, Nepgear is a very capable Planetunian goddess.
Planetunian. I like that. I like that.
She's right. Nepgear is also cute. She's the perfect person for this mission.
For your opinion doesn't matter.
Rum and Ram are getting better too. I think it's about time I give them some more responsibilities.
Okay, Noir, it's your turn.
If you insist, I'll do my best.
Poor Uni. Okay. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. The one time I don't want there to be a scene. Sorry about that. There's just a lot going on. I need a moment to just center myself. But anyways, there's so many things we don't know about ARFOIRE and ARFOIRE'S besides. So you're still unaware. That part. Yes, you attacked the home. Thank you. Okay, yes, this is my centering moment. I appreciate that. Because I need help. I'm not ashamed to admit it. There's some... Would abstract be the right word to say? Well, no, messy concepts. Not messy as in bad, but messy as in... Whenever they're involved, weird things happen. But back then you attacked the home of the goddess of the PC continent. The home. There were so many people living there, including my mother and father. But that wasn't, there was one more line. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did that actually... Sheesh. If that actually happened too...
Heal up quickly and keep going.
Okay, you can't just put Neptune... No. Sorry, Noir. Wait, actually, what order are they in? Okay. No, I need no one right now. You know what? Okay, no, I can't do this.
Copy that. Don't be reckless, okay?
Thought I'd talk with them, but neither of them are at Planet Tower? What? They were in Louis, weren't they? Oh, they might be
Where are we?
out here. Maybe there? Is there actually... Oh, there's sub-events in, well, 3 out of the 4 areas, but they're here, apparently. Okay. First, starting our missions. Okay.
You wanna go here?
Let's head back. Wait. Yeah,
What a
we'll go here.
relief to be back in one piece.
Okay, I remember what I was gonna say now. There's been a game, certain Sega-based game that also had some time travel in it. And in that game, they went back and erased the moment of, what started the whole conflict, which caused the whole game to not, well, I shouldn't say not matter, because it was a fun game, in my opinion. Most people don't think that. It's clowned to this very day. I'm talking about Sonic 06. And why am I mentioning that? Well, because if I have everything correct, there was a smartphone CPU and candidate. The CPU is now deceased, leaving the candidate behind. But we also know that time travel exists. What I don't know is why Grey Sister ended up here. Actually, did Grey Sister mean to come here? Because I just thought about it. Shoot, I'll probably make adjustments in the episode where I was talking about my thoughts before, but now I remember they got sealed, and then Grey Sister went to, I'm assuming Grey Sister went to go do exactly what happened with what I already talked about. The only way, if Grey Sister is Maho, the only way for her to know about events is that she did them herself. She realized the harm that she caused those she cared about, and she went back to go stop it. Which would assume that things are not a loop, because she didn't seem to know about, but she was quick to correct that she wasn't Maho's sister, but didn't comment on the tower? Is it a self-fulfilling prophecy? But why would she not know that she was the one? I'm gonna go round and round in circles. I don't have enough information. That's the bottom line. In Persona, I know the game mechanics.
I got the requested items. Looks like we've completed our quest. Let's report in as soon as we can.
Really? A
Where are
quest?
we?
Is that all that's here? Is just quest items? Well, I'll go over here just in case. We don't want to miss an event. But the same thing when it came to... The thing is, I listened to Erica Limpek's voice. I heard it in Pokemon, and it was an idea of... I was disappointed that they got another voice actor to voice Orange Heart, because I was thinking that's kind of lame. One of the best things to see is how cool a voice actor, or how much a voice actor can change their voice to voice the same character but differently, right? Because they are the same person. Only to find out I was tricked to the degree of that's where I first realized, oh no, this is a voice actor. Erica Limpek literally had me thinking she was a different person when it was still her. And then we had that moment where Uzume cleared her voice. And I'm like, nah, it is you. Yeah, and this is an event.
If you're
Cool.
ever lost, just check the map.
But what I'm trying to say is I haven't listened to be honest, things are so convoluted, basically, the last thing I'm trying to say, I think, that I took that as proof. Grey Sister was Maho, but there's still... It doesn't have to be that case necessarily. Again, smartphones act differently. If they wanted to, they can make it to where there were two candidates. I mean, heck, Ram and Ram exists. Like, that is certainly not the most crazy thing out there. Though they do look like family. All the candidates do. Uranus is, well, we don't know what Uranus looked like, so we can easily just sweep that under the rug, but... Because I was going to say there's no connection to Uzume and Neptune, but Uranus, and we don't know what Uranus looked like. So, anyways. So I guess a new CPU would be different than a candidate. Uranus wasn't Uzume's
Please
candidate,
don't
even though she
stare.
was alive?
It's impolite.
Don't know. And then did Neptune even know Uranus? Doesn't seem like that's the case. And technically Uranus spirit is still out there, so... Okay, now I'm really getting into it. Okay, alright. Well, regardless, if I want to know more, we keep playing. So let's see what this event... I really don't want to do this event now, because I want to know more. Now the main story has got my interest. Well, I mean, it did have my interest, but, you know, rapt attention. Haven't been here in a while. Your shares are still so low. ¿Qué será? I thought it was going to be another phrase. What was it? Si se puede? I think. But why are you here? Actually, it hadn't had much presence in the main story. Well, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I just happened to overhear you. It's fine, not like I was sharing top secret intel or breaking any NDAs. Actually, that's a good question. The status of your shares, is that public info? I would think not. Which in that case, it would be top secret intel. Can you tell me what does it mean to have low shares? Well, I think that answers that. Does that mean the Basilicom doesn't have enough? Normal people don't know what shares are? I wonder, do our shares have anything to do with them? You would think, based off the name, if Planetoon games sell well, then the money is generated in your nation, is it not? Fair enough. Although, yeah, fair enough. I always thought it was... I don't think I really thought too much about it. Well, I did, but I didn't. In a sense of, if we use the companies they're based on as an example, for example, Sony, what's exactly happening right now? I'm thinking it matters on how they lead. And if they do a terrible job leading, then their city would fall. And to a certain extent, that's true. Sony has to, you know, make the necessary deals when it comes to exclusives, you know, when it comes to making new hardware, getting it to the customers, that whole thing. But also when it comes to unscrupulous practices, that's literally what Sony's doing right now is literally enough for a lot of people to say, no, I don't want to support Sony, because if I support Sony, that's going to think that they can keep doing this, and we don't want that. So basically what I'm trying to say is everything that they do, I was thinking it was just their lead, like they had to, in the terms of the series, the goddesses have to lead their nation. That would be, the better they do it, the higher their shares grow. But I was thinking like making laws and looking out for their people, protecting their people, which is true. That's a part of it. But also, as this whole plot of this game is about, and I myself mentioned, they have to also worry about the consoles in general, because that's the core. Interesting. More games means more users, and the higher shares, the more income generated. So it must be money related. I guess at the end of the day, it's a big part of it. After the word, really? Come on, I know you could follow that. The shrine at my hometown has gone through a lot too. In a way, I think, oh, you mean your actual series? Yeah, it's very, it's made waves. The money reflects the faith of the people. The more people believe, the greater miracles that can be performed. And if we want to go Planetoon in particular, the Sonic games, well, let's start by the first off. It's very hard for, I think, the devs to get a good grasp on how the fan base is actually feeling. I think it's easier on the inside, as I am one of them. I'm like, this is what would be the best to see. Although there's been so many different Sonic games. Anyways, point is that people have also lost faith in Sonic games at a point in time, but they've come back. They made movies. if you want to include it as part of Sega, which it's not, but you know, we can include it. The people behind the Sonic movie changed Sonic, made it better. They listened to their people, and it reflected heavily in the amount of people who went to go see the movie. People said they had to go see the movie just because they did that, and they want to support the concept behind listening to your audience, which in this case would relate to shares. More people believe in your product, the more money you gain. And the less people believe, the more it will get hurt. And even if you're bringing a console in a wagon door to door, if people don't have faith in it, then it won't sell. Anyways, when people see those miracles, their faith is awakened and they contribute more money. The reason income is so low is because so few people have faith. If they don't have faith, the goddesses can't do miracles. Yes, though that makes you... Uzume hasn't used the ability outside the zero dimension or heart dimension though. I assume when Uzume's power went out of control, it was when her shares were at a high. And then they went to a low. Because that should be the case. And actually was the case. Uzume could not use the sharing field. She's an anomaly though. I think she can actually generate her own share energy through a loophole of some sort. But thus fewer and fewer people will believe. It becomes an endless death spiral. From which there can be no escape. Ray. Well, I'm glad you get it. I actually can't believe Neptune didn't know that, to be fair. Thanks, Alice. I'm gonna get the collection plate ready and bad. Do not do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. What I meant was that all things pass. The strong inevitably grow feeble and gray. No, we're not having that conversation. But this isn't the way I wanted to cut you off. Wait, are you actually doing it? You saw that whole thing. But maybe we could learn a thing or two from that. Yeah, the positive attitude is what you want. But not that method. Not that method. That reminds me of when I was saying one of those many thoughts that are going through my head right now, and we're done. How do I do it again? There we go. World map. Oh, I guess I could have just transported here, but too risky.